crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope you are all well. Today I promised I would bring you all a basic chart video, just a bit of an understanding of how to look at the charts, candle charts, things like that on Trading 212. But before we get into it, can I just ask everyone to like the page, subscribe, we're growing it, and don't forget guys as well, I've done several of these different types of beginner videos. I'm trying my best to strip it to absolute basics to give everybody a good understanding. You know, stocks for noobs, that is the playlist. Have a look through it. You know, we're sort of growing that now with 6 different videos on that, and a couple of other bits and bobs in that as well, including the invest with £1,000, which is a beginner pie, which is a beginner portfolio, which has a bit of everything in that. And the idea is that for not only to earn but to also develop our learning skills, and that's the idea of that. So give that a follow as well, and you can get me on the Instagram BHSDMV, and that will have not only a wee bit of banter and my own personal life stuff, get a bit of an insight to that if you want, but also it gives you an idea of how the stocks are trading. I will do live trades and stuff like that, and I'll post that up there. So that's starting to develop, and I'm trying to get more into that growing. So plenty of exciting things happening, just like the Reuters article that was featured in a month ago. By all means, have a look at that. You can see it here. It's in the bio as well. It's a good read, guys. But here, listen, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so from my previous videos you understand the basics of how to get up information. This is the chart. You'll have seen this before. We're using Tesla as an example. You can hit advanced chart, which will bring up this chart, and just so you know, on your phone this will be the exact same layout. You can hit the advanced chart, but if you actually turn your phone sideways, it'll open up the chart bigger, and that is my recommendation on your mobile phone, to turn it sideways. It's a lot easier to view your chart. But this is me on the desktop, okay? So straight away on the basic thing, this is us going back to the 23rd of June. You can see here the 22nd of June the price was at 190, and you'll see that on the other side here the price. So your price and your date. So as I move up, the date will change and the price will adjust. Just like in my previous video, you can change it to as much as you want. So you can go by month view, 15-minute view, so on and so forth, and it'll just show you the different types of chart from that point of view. Okay, so as I said in my previous video as well, we do have different graphs that you can pull in and use. Now I'm going to talk a lot more about indicators. This is going to be a very, very basic video. It's too hard to talk about all of this information in one video, okay? There's going to be many different videos needed. So at the top, guys, you've got your text. Self-explanatory. You can type in whatever you want. So you could say something like support level. That'll save. You could put a line chart in. So we know that Tesla has good support level at around the 780, 760 mark, so you might want to pull that down to here. This will be, then you could pull that down and say, well look, this is where my analysis has brought me to. So if that's a good support level, you might go, okay, I would mind my entry point being at 743. So if you actually right click on it and go to set price alert, look, that is actually showing you that you're minus 27 points 43. So that's a good indicator to say, oh okay, that's the difference in the price. You also have obviously the quick access to the other types. This is the different types of indicators. Now I'm going to do it in a separate video and we'll go over a lot of the most popular ones. So I'm not going to go into about that today. Templates, again, these are preset templates. Again, following the indicator one that we go through, we'll maybe talk more about that then. Settings, grid, okay, so that's just the grid. It'll help you point out the lines a lot easier. You know, all these things can be left on, off, closed, whatever way you want it. I don't mind the preset. And again, guys, don't forget down this side, you do have different access. Now, there's nothing wrong. Some people do like using these types of charts. I personally don't. I will always switch to the candlestick. Bar is very popular as well, but I'm just going to go through the purposes of the candlestick on this tutorial because it's what I mostly use. So, candlestick comes up. Okay, so this will be very off-putting to a lot of people that don't understand what all this kind of means. And I am by no way an expert in any of this stuff, but this is the one that I've mostly used, so I do feel I've got a good understanding of how to use a candle chart, so we're going to go over this now. Okay guys, so we're on the 15-minute one here, and let's put it to the 1 minute. Okay, so we'll see all these different types along. Like I said, there's your minutes, so 1937, 1938, 1939, 1940. So these are all 1 minute, the whole way through from start to close of the bell. We've got our bodies, we've got our volume. Let's have a look at some indicators that will give you an idea of when the patterns are going to switch, okay? Very very basic. There's a lot more to this. So if you just remember, body, open, close, shadows, okay? But at a very high level, it's a thing called the hammer. You can probably imagine what a hammer looks like. It looks like this. This is a perfect example of a hammer. So it's a long bottom shadow. You've got a top bit, a bit like a hammer, and maybe a bit of a shadow or none. So this is all going on down. We get a hammer, a green hammer with a long shadow. It says that the price is changing. So look, the down shadow means that there's downs, okay? So, but because we've had a red the whole way down, yes, the price is still going down, but it's went green, which would indicate to me that this is going to change. And it is. Now you could possibly wait because this is the 1 minute, and like I said, the 1 minute's very volatile, it changes all the time. So let's see if we bring it out even to the hourly chart. So we're going down. We get the hammer, not the best of hammers. You know, ideally you like the shadow to be a wee bit smaller, but it's still a hammer. Then it would indicate the green. We're going up and up. The body as well, another thing to remember is that you just kind of want these bodies to be bigger than the previous reds to give you an indicator that it's going that direction. So this is quite a big one, bigger than the last red, bigger than the last two reds, sorry. And then that's going to grow up. And just to touch on what happens when it goes down, we should look out for a shooting star. And just to touch on the bar chart, this was another one that I actually originally started on. A bit similar in some respects. It's got your oh, hold on, let's put it up here, 1 minute chart. Okay, so we zoom in on this. So you've got this here would be your open, this here would be your close price, and it's a bit similar again. And the bigger the better, really, further apart, happy days. And that just gives you a bit of an indicator on one way things are going. So we've got a big long red here, but you can sort of see that the open and close is getting closer after going downwards. And then this green would be a bit of an indicator on the gooch, and then this, the bigger gap, and then that's you sort of ride it back up. No chart's going to be the same, and it's difficult to read. It is. You just need to take a lot of different practices and look out for those key things. A lot of the time, guys, you know, the charts give us a bit of an indicator, but they don't really mean a lot until you see those surefire things. And be patient. That would be my advice. Be patient and wait for the right indicators before making a move. You know, there is tools up here, so you can clear the chart if you had any, say, lines on it. You know, different things. You can just go up to here, clear chart, very easily to do. Indicators will go on the lot and down the road. You can also create templates. So say you do eventually have a chart type that you like, you know, maybe you do say have you know, different types of indicators on. You know, say you're like, yeah, I really love the MACD, which is going to open up down here. You know, say you had that there, you could go over across to here. And you can go to new template, name it whatever way you want. Okay, so one other last thing I will say as well. So say Tesla's here, and say you wanted to compare it to one of its competitors, for example, NEO. So you can go over to here then, guys, and you can go to different types of options here, but split view. And this will bring it up here, and then you can just sort of see, so like for like basis, and you can kind of see how, again, you can change it to whatever way you want. So say it's on a monthly view. You can change that to a monthly view, change this to a monthly view. And you can just see here, guys, it's not unusual that these two are following a similar suit. Bring it to a 1 minute view. And there you go. So you can kind of see, you know, it's kind of going, both of them are kind of going along nicely, and then they kind of dip here a bit, and they go up. So they do mirror each other in some respects. Similar kind of company. Tesla to me is the best in class, but it just gives you an idea of different types. And again, you can pull in even more charts and do the different splits. You know, what way do you want it? And it's very good features, guys. So these are all features. Just get used to playing about with it all. Okay, guys, so look, that's charts. Again, the tutorial videos, I'm trying to strip into the basics. You know, if there's anything you feel I've missed out or anything you would like to further develop on, by all means let me know. Also in my bio and underneath this video you'll see a link to Free Trade. If you're thinking about starting your portfolio, obviously check out the broker video that I did and just explaining different types of brokers, but Free Trade is one that's commission free. I believe that you and I will both get a free share, but please let me know if you have clicked the link and you have done that. It would only help me out, but it will also give me a good indicator that you're, you know, taking this on and it is something worthwhile and you're getting that free share. So let me know what your free share you're getting, and you know, and I'll let you know channel as well, and we'll have a bit of interaction that way. The next video is actually in the list is about pies, and we're also going to do one in part 7, which will be about indicators. So there's still more stuff coming, guys. I'm excited to do these tutorial videos. It's not just about getting the views. There are going to be low views, and I'm trying to grow the channel, so it's obviously important to get views, but I believe that these things, it's important to do basics. It's not just all about knocking out on trend videos. I'm trying to grow a channel here, guys, so I hope you are appreciating it. Please leave any comments, any thoughts. I'll be happy to hear that. Please like, please subscribe, we're growing the channel, get me on the gram, and until next time, guys, thank you and enjoy your weekend.